Yo, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. This user comments, "Hey Dave, I want to thank you because if it wasn't for your videos, I would have never thought about using crontab as a scheduling tool for my," and then it cuts off, but they go on to say Python scripts. So yeah, that's super cool. Cron and just like, crontab in general, like running the crontab command or whatever, but cron as a service, super duper useful. It's on most like Unix and Unix-like operating systems. So like if you're on Linux, you're pretty much going to have it. But be careful, okay? And this is for anyone using like cron out there or, just scheduling their cron jobs or whatever. Not all cron daemons are created equally, okay? So there are different crons out there. I know there's like Anacron, Vixicron. There's a whole bunch of other ones. So there is actually something that has to manage that cron tab and run your jobs for you, and that itself is a daemon. Now, some distributions of Linux will have different versions of cron running, like macOS has its own cron. On Void Linux, I have to install a cron server, and I have to figure out which one works for me, because if you just run cron tab on its own, it's like, oh, well, there's nothing that's going to run it for you. So be mindful of that, okay? Because that has bitten some people. So if you learn syntax for like */5 in the minute column, where you want to run something every 5 minutes, certain versions of cron may not like that syntax or other syntax. Certain versions of cron expect a string that it parses itself. Other versions of cron will fork out a shell for you. So there are very, very peculiar rules when it comes for how your cron line is executed and how the scheduling works. Also, when you're doing it on like a laptop, sometimes some laptops have sleep. And when they wake up, if you go to sleep at 11:59 and wake up at 12:01, do you run the 12 o'clock cron job? Some do, some don't. So just be mindful of that. Cron can have a lot of gotchas there, but hey, what a cool comment. I'm glad I could inspire you to go learn this stuff.